How does Aaron Rodgers' contract inform us about his decision in the future and what the Packers might be thinking right now? Because I keep reading how the way it's written, he can't he can't be traded, and if he decides to retire, it sticks a massive dead cap bill on the Packers. So what does the contract inform you, Mike?
If he retires in a way that cooperates with the Packers, the way that Drew Brees did with the Saints, the cap number would be minimized.
Okay.
This contract was set up to make it easy and clean for Aaron Rodgers to retire after 2022 or 2023 if he chooses. I think when they framed this contract out earlier in the year, the one thing that wasn't on the radar screen was the possibility that there would be enough of a decline in Aaron Rodgers' play that the Packers may be thinking, you know what, maybe we do want to move on to Jordan Love. And I think that's the problem they now have. And Rodgers, based upon his comments from yesterday at his midweek press conference, he knows, he's smart enough to know that there may be a temptation to see down the stretch what Jordan Love can do because maybe we have a decision to make after this year. The problem is, unless he chooses to walk away and retire, they can't cut him. That's when the cap hit would be beyond crippling. And if they trade him, it would still be a massive cap charge. And even if he doesn't have a no-trade clause, and I don't think he does, you're not going to convince him to accept a trade to a team he doesn't want to go to. No other team is going to trade for Aaron Rodgers if he says publicly, I don't want to play for anybody but the Green Bay Packers. I just don't want to. Don't waste your time. I'm not going to do anything other than the bare minimum. I'll show up for my $60 million, but I don't want to be part of your team. Don't do it. So I think that the Packers are potentially stuck here at a time when they maybe secretly, if you apply the sodium pentothal or attach a lie detector test, they'd say, kind of like what we saw from Jordan Love on Sunday night after Aaron Rodgers left due to injury, and we'd like to see a little more of it before we have to decide on his fifth-year option, by May of next year. They know that they are tiptoeing through a minefield because Aaron Rodgers has all the power. That's the key, Rich. He has all the power over the Packers for 2023.
Well, what about trading him? What about if he says, I want to keep playing, but we all agree, let's just go our separate ways now. Or when I signed this, I thought Devontae would be here and he's not. So let's just go our separate ways now. That can't happen because of the cap ramifications there, or you can fudge that too.
No, they can make it work.
Okay.
If it's a trade, especially they could wait to do it until after June 1. And if somebody out there really wants Aaron Rodgers, they'll wait until after June 1. And there's all sorts of things you can do if that's the case. But I don't think he wants to go to another team.
Okay.
I think, and this is the metaphor I use all the time when we talk about it on PFT Live, he was in the plane with the parachute on at the door, ready to jump, and he decided not to do it. And I really do think deep down at some level, and I don't want to psychoanalyze the guy, but what the hell, it's fun. It's part of what we do. I think that he doesn't want to go to another team and fail and forfeit his argument that the only reason he has one championship in his career is because of the Packers. If he goes somewhere else, if he finds a stacked team that just needs Aaron Rodgers and all of a sudden it's a Super Bowl contender, there goes the argument that it was all about the Packers. I mean, can you imagine if he had gone to Denver? And there are people who think that that's where he was going, that that's why they hired Nathaniel Hackett, the former Packers offensive coordinator. If he had gone to Denver and it had all gone to hell the way that it is now in Denver, what would people be saying? Oh, no, it's not the Packers' fault. It's Aaron Rodgers' fault that they only went to one Super Bowl during his time as a starter.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.